What are the qualities of a good teacher? Every student has his or her favorite teacher, but the teacher may not be the best qualified person on the teaching staff. In other words, all through the mastery of the subject or subject thought plus an authentic approach is an essential prerequisite in a teacher, as it is far from being the only qualification. There are some who know their subject but totally fail to put them across to the student. Let us first examine the negative side. Unless the teacher has a voice which carries without shooting, there will always be inattention at the back of the class. There are teachers who cannot stop talking and who will lecture a class for 40 minutes. Most students will be asleep after the first 15 minutes. There are teachers whose manner and dress are eccentric. They may be popular, but few students take them seriously. There are teachers who either shut or at speak specifically to backward students. They are disliked by the whole classes. There are teachers who prefer to talk about the football team or a certain television program rather than the subject they are paid to teach. While this again may achieve popularly, it certainly evokes on no respect. There are teachers whose lives are marred by drink, drugs, or sexual deviation. These cannot begin to be effective teachers. So, what are the positive qualities the student looks for? A good teacher must be able to exercise discipline. Teaching cannot begin in an unruly class. In the past, class discipline has usually been strict and inflexible. The more modern approach is to allow more freedom of speech and movement. Through no individual can be allowed to dominate preceding by rough and noisy behavior. All teachers know the difference between a likely and a disparate student. To be able to expert the right kind of discipline can be learnt, but this is obtained by better experience. There are a few fortunate men and women who have only to walk into a classroom to create order. Unfortunately, there are more whose entry is a signal for choice. Students are always ready to work to the best of their ability for someone who they respect for two reasons. The first is to desire to please that person. The second, more important reason is the knowledge that the teacher has the student's best interest at heart. A study has two objectives, and a careful balance between the two must be kept by the teacher. The first is the ability to instill a love of the subject thought which will be maintained in adult life. The second is to prepare the student as well as possible for the next examination, be at 0 or A level or a university entrance in some cases. On the other hand, if say English is taught exclusively to cover the examination syllabus by means of learning context passes and modern answer by heart, the subject will become boring. If there hadn't too much attention paid to generalization about literature and its place in social evolution, then the lesson may well be interesting, but the student will go unprepared into the examination room. There should also be a balance between how much work the teacher does and how much the student does. Some modern educational theologians disapprove by any talking by the teacher beyond the bare minimum. Unfortunately, if a student work is not carefully guided and if they are given free expression in their approach to any subject, most of them will learn nothing of value, avoiding the lecture habit. The good teacher who has already done his or her lesson preparation will help the student to achieve certain objects in each lesson by a mixture of verbal instruction and class work. Television, radio, and other visual aids are only marginally helpful and should and be kept to a minimum. In school which are not estimated, there will always be class members who are sometimes incapable of doing the work which others find essay easy. A good teacher will help them individuals sometimes after school hours, and if they are not achievers, set them simple work to a certain context. A good teacher needs to a pathologist able to detect and advise on mental blockage, which are sometimes due to outside emotional disturbances. A good teacher must be someone you can trust and talk to, and whose same advice on your personal problem is worth listening to.